Hey! It's not happening. No buts.
As Stranger Things Season 4 approaches, the fans are getting even more excited and they want more on the show. Over the past few months, whilst filming has been going on, people around the set have been leaking photos of what's been going on. There are quite a few different photos to go over and some other news. In today's video, we'll be going over Stranger Things Season 4 set photos that show the gang back together and some other Stranger Things news. First up, Steve's new gang. In the first set photo of this list, we have some familiar faces. In the photo, we see Steve, Max, and Dustin all together. The three seem to be exiting a bookstore of sorts with determined faces on. The familiar duo of Dustin and Steve seem to have a new member in this season. Hopefully their teamwork makes for some good scenes in this upcoming 4th season of the show. With the addition of Max to this duo, we could see even better comedy coming off of them, as she is one of the better characters in the show to pair with these two. This trio could be one of our new storylines this season, as we know the 4th season will have multiple groups doing their own thing. Next up is Damaged Steve. Our next set photo obviously has no context to it, but it's interesting to think and speculate about. In this photo, we see Steve decently injured with blood all up his arm and a bandage across his waist. From this image, we can gather Steve will be involved in some sort of conflict this season. He's known for entering the fray when he's most needed and slaying some creatures when he's involved. So Steve being injured isn't really a surprise. A character could be meeting his match though this season, but we don't know as of yet. Photo gives us no clues of location, so he could be fighting a student or a villain. We'll have to find out. Next up is not looking good for 11. This next photo has lots of other contextual photos around it. In these few photos, we see multiple police cars and fire engines parked on the streets of Hawkins to deal with a demolished building and a fire. During the filming, someone also caught 2 paramedic characters wheeling away a mannequin of 11 on a stretcher. No idea what could have caused this mess, but it's going to be hard to see 11 in that state. Could her powers have gone out of control? Or is something else sinister happening? We really have no clue outside of these photos, but it's not looking good for Millie Bobby Brown's character 11. Next up is Robin's new job. Robin has been a major fan favorite since her appearance in the 3rd season of the show. Her story is something people wanted to see carry on into her later life, just like the other characters. So with this set photo, it's easy to say that the fans are happy. We have Robin in a shirt and tie running out of a building. I guess her job at the mall wasn't going so well, so now she has a new job. It's awesome to see a character like Robin still being used, as people do love her design and character overall. This set photo is one of the ones that blew up Twitter a few months back when it came out. Fans were very happy. Next up is Max and Dustin. This one's similar to our previous one about Steve. In another set photo, we see Dustin and Max on bikes going down a street. This one most likely related to the previous one with Steve, but he's absent from this image. Both Max and Dustin are wearing the same clothes as in that previous image, so it's safe to say it's somehow involved with it. Maybe Steve went off on his own, or this duo split away from him for some reason. Whatever the reason, it's really cool to see these characters together, as Max is usually with Lucas. Next up is Nancy ready for battle. Nancy's a fan favorite character who represents a powerful woman. She's one of the main characters of the show, and we can assume she's going to play a big part of this season. In a set photo that leaked a few months back, we got to see Nancy and Max preparing for something. They were seen walking with large bags, and Nancy even had a shotgun. Both of them seemed dirtied up, so it's safe to assume this might be towards the climax of a storyline. These two being together links up the Dustin storyline as well. Could Nancy play a huge part in an upcoming battle in this season? We'll have to wait and see. Next up is new characters with the group. There are so many new set photos with some actors no one can make out. No one was able to get close enough to see them when filming was happening. These actors are most likely the new characters that were announced a while back. These few seem to be heavily involved with the plot, as they're seen with main characters like Dustin and some others. We have multiple new characters, so it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to fit into the new plot. We know some of them, but there could be more characters that are hidden to the public. We'll have to see when the season drops. Next up is No Hopper? From all the set photos we have, one of the main characters we haven't seen is Hopper. We know he's going to be in Russia for this season, but from what people have seen, no filming has been caught. They're most likely filming in remote areas and on a soundstage for his scenes, but it's interesting to see how wrapped up Hopper's storyline is this season. We know little to nothing about it, and no photos means it's going to be even more secretive. Could they be keeping more secrets about his plot as it's going to be insane? Well, that's probably the truth. Shows do this all the time to keep leaks from coming out. Next up is Lucas's sister. Another character to be getting some more treatment this season is going to be Lucas's sister, Erica. Erica's been on the show from the start, and last season she became one of the fan favorites. From what we know of this season, Erica is going to be more involved with the plot. She's going to be a few of the main characters and can even have her own plot points. It's great to see the writers seeing that people like certain characters and then using that to their advantage. Erica became a great character last season, and this season she could be even better. And finally, we have Steve's new job. The final photo on our list to go over is one of the fan favorite characters. We've already spoken about Steve on this video multiple times, but now we can see that Steve has a new job. In some set photos from October 2020, we can see that Steve is working in the bookstore mentioned in the video earlier. He's wearing the worker's outfit and seeing some girls out of the door, as Steve does. He, as well as Robin, seem to have moved on from their previous job at the mall from last season. Could these two be working together? We see them leaving the same building at one point, just what's going on with this season? And that's the list. Season 4 of Stranger Things is really looking to shake up the franchise and add some really interesting characters. The new casting is really something amazing for a show like this. Introducing some completely new characters that fans are excited for is hard to do every season for a longer running TV show. The characters we have already been following for the past few seasons staying around is great. Lots of shows start to lose cast members a few seasons in due to other roles, but these actors seem very loyal to a show like this. It's great to see these actors stick around and continue their character arcs for another season. We are especially excited to see Jim Hopper's, played by David Harbour, new storyline, as it seems he'll be the main part of this season alongside whatever's happening with Eleven. This season's really shaping up to have multiple storylines. Hopefully, they can keep up with them all and give them ample screen time for the audience to enjoy them enough. Stranger Things Season 4 could be the biggest one yet, and the new set photos are making the build-up even better. Make sure to comment down below what you think about this list and about the new season of Stranger Things. Also, tell us about what set photos got you the most excited for this season. Thanks for watching.